Well, Comcast has allowed me to come back for now. Hold on a second. Let me try and get this reset up. Give me a minute. I hate Comcast. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. Of course, I mean, we are in the middle of a big snow event, so maybe it's not 100% their fault. This happens too often, so I'll still blame them. What? So, if you were here before, I was right about that reversal on gold. That was a nice play. Give me a minute because I gotta reset up the new thumbnail for a new stream. Yeah. Well, these things aren't sending me signals right now. Everything's kind of calm. Except for me, I'm a little agitated. Uh, okay. So I got that going again. Thank you everyone for rejoining me if you have. Give me one more moment. I gotta correct some links. Since I really wish you could just resume a stream instead of making a whole new stream when there's a connection issue. EST sending us a signal. Let's check that. Trying to come down here, just going to bounce there. It's got to resend the Twitter link, and then we're golden. Okay, that's done. Delete the old tweet. Oh, oops, I was on the wrong account. Good job, Brian. Never mind. G. G. That's what I say. G. It's too difficult. I mean, it's not really that difficult, but it's annoying as heck. Okay. Okay. So we're back where we were. For now. Let's see what's going on now. Gold sending us a signal. Gold's choppy. And Q did that pullback. That ended up being a pretty nice pullback. If we had gotten in there, we would have been in a trade while having no internet. So it would have been scary. But pulled back about 20-ish points, 25 points. See, copper made a nice buy signal there. We're just about the top of the hour. Let me get everything reset back up. There we go. We seem to be all good now. I hate having to restart a stream. Okay. All good now. For now, at least. Yes, showing a short signal here. That looks kind of good, actually. Let's see how it's sloping down. Thank you, kind of sloping down there as well. If this comes back down, we're going to grab it. come pop back up by a couple points. So we'll see if it comes back. Crude oil's heading upwards into its bands, well above the 70 line now, or above the 70 line. Expect reversal there. Let's grab a ES chart. It's back there. Oh, that candle was 33.50. We're at 34 right now. So went in short here with a limit order. Let's see if we get filled. Oh, it went without us. Did not get filled. Not sure why the Bollinger Bands look so much different on the ES chart on the thing on the Ninja Trader here. But yep, I cost myself taking a limit order there, so cancel that order. You gotta look at that indicators. Bollinger Band 1 minute 320 220. EMA. I'm not sure why the bands look so much different. See, it's interesting. Let's see if that goes with that. I was right about that crude pulling back there. You see, 3 straight nice red bars. That's down 17 ticks so far. Should have grabbed that. Still not 100% sure on those reversals, so I'm being maybe a little bit too cautious. Crude, sending a short signal here. Yeah, trying to. Kind of tight up there though. Yeah, so we not getting filled on that uh, short signal there ended up being a good, well, kind of a good thing. It did go down like 5 points, 4 points. So if we went for a 2 point scalp, that would have worked, but alas, it's heading back up. Copper, I've been a good signal to take on copper. Um, well, maybe it wouldn't. Maybe it would have been a good. So I could pop back up, popping back down now. It's kind of right at that 200 period EMA, so we'll see if it breaks through there. Earlier, before I got disconnected, I was charting out NQ here to see how it was trading overnight. You see, it gave us one big move. These two moves would have stopped out. You know, really short moves. You know, this would have been 15. So it looks like maybe going down to a 15 by 15 would have been better. 15 would have, well, no, even 15 wouldn't have reached profit target on that one. Either way, that would have stopped out. This could have got 15 off that buy signal. But let's just go back to the short signal, doing 20 by 20. And yes, I do hate running a 1-to-1, but it seems like that's what NQ's been needing lately. See, this would have given us 36. We would have got 20 or 30 with no problem. This one looks like it would have petered out, though. Let's see. That would have given us only 18. Let's see. But yeah, it would have given us more later. So we have run a 15-point stop. I wouldn't have been adjusting for smaller targets. I would have been going either for 20 or 30. So let's say 20. That would have given us 20 right there. Obviously, it would have continued on and given us 30 here. But let's see if we would have got another 20 off of that move down, that leg down. We would have, so it looks like 20 would have been the order of the night. Crude sending us a signal. Crude's still trying to tell me he wants to head down, but it's right on that 200 EMA. And we see here, this would have been a buy signal I would have taken. That would have given us 20. I would have actually given us over 30. And then short signal would have given us 20. So yeah, 20 by 15 would have been working. Now, this one I would not have taken coming up to those downtrending bands. See it pulled back now. Right here's, once it got above the 200 EMA, that would have been a good take, and that would have given us 20. And again, I wouldn't have taken this, uptrending bands, but once it broke this here, it's given us 20, but might have been iffy. Would have given us a bunch more on that move down there. So, I mean, decent amount, decent trading overnight, 20 by 15 or 20 by 10. Well, Crude sending us that short signal. Notice how tight those bands are, though. So, hey, Lennox, how you doing? Are you getting snow too? I'm doing all right. As long as the internet stays connected, I'll be happy. It's already gone down on me once. I think we're gonna get a little less than they predicted. We were in 12 to 18. I'm not sure really how much we've gotten so far, but it's enough to shut down the entire region. So I should have taken that crude. It was kind of below that Bollinger in the RSI, but this would have gotten 10 ticks. So this ended up being a good signal in the ES. That's kind of, well, I didn't get filled. Went for a limit order instead of a market order, and it's gone 7 points. So while we're a bit slow, I am going to promote something here, if I can find it. There we go. I will be starting on Earn to Trade's brand new product, their Trader Career Path. I plan to start this on the 14th of February live on stream, and I'll only be trading that account while I on the live stream. Meaning I won't take any trades when I'm not live streaming. Um, watch my progress and join me. I'll start off because of the tight drawdown at first level. I'll start with just MNQ and MES, one or two contracts. I'll continue to trade other assets in the original Gauntlet mini account that I'm in now. But I would love if y'all would join me and maybe try a trader career path and we can trade together and progress together, continue moving up from the 25K account that you start with all the way up to a 200K account. But either way, you can follow my journey from the 25K up to 200K and join in as you want to. But yep, this will be a stream event only, and if I have the time, I'll do a quick synopsis video that's not live each afternoon or whatever. I can't guarantee I'll have the time for that to do that every day, but I think this would be fun if we can get a couple people that want to do this and maybe kind of trade together through the journey. So I hope you'll join me on this path, starting the day after the Super Bowl, Valentine's Day. Yeah. So we're a bit of a lull right now. Remember, folks, that tomorrow is the non-farm payroll report day. It's always since the market's a little bit wonky, which could be fun. I only have one eval right now. The TCP will be would be my second eval, and now the thing now I should say that while I have no plans on blowing the eval because I plan on going very slow and steady, um, if I end up blowing the TCP, I will not really have the money to do a reset, so it's a one and done thing. But I only plan on trading like one or two micros at a time at first to build up the account to have a little bit of a buffer, a little bit of cushion, whatever. Daily loss limit is $550 on that first leg. So, we'll do no more than like try and shoot for no more than a $50 loss per trade. See, NASDAQ is just kind of creeping up here, but we have downward trending bands. So I expect this to reverse either the next candle or the following. Copper's continuing to head up. Yeah. The 25K, you got to start with micros. Or I guess you could do like, gold if you're limiting yourself to, gold or crude if you're limiting yourself to very tight stops, like a 4-tick stop. But yeah, micros is probably best. What's nice is, once you get through the 25K eval, there's no consistency rules or anything like that. So, then you can kind of not have to wait the 15 days for each new level. Just got to get you your profit target. But I'll probably shoot for about $100, $100 a day in profit. Gold and crude. Buy signal there, short signal here on gold. So gold here, and I was right. No, maybe I'm not right. I was gonna say here's the reversal, but so far no reversal. We're kind of in a range here on gold. Boom. Top of the range is here. You see it kind of topped here once or twice, 3 times. Bottom of the range is here on this weird candle that kind of popped down. We'll see. It looks like it's trying to burst out now. We'll see if it tops again. It's right there. And again, pull back. It is a 3-point range if you include this wick down. Actually, I would consider more here. And we also have that 200 EMA there. It's kind of blocking. Excuse me. There's gold again, and gold's just acting weird right now. You see that, man, big wick down there. That's some big wicks over here. There's that reversal. So I said that reversal is going to come in on the NQ, this candle, the next, and it did. That may not get back below that EMA, so it might be a very small reversal. But we still have everything kind of downtrending. I didn't check to see what agriculture did overnight. So, agriculture's been in a downtrend all night, looks like. Copper sending us a short. Looks like it wants to bounce on the 200 EMA as well as those uptrending bands. Yep, that was a good reversal. Even if I had gotten in here where I said it was going to reverse, 5-point stop would have kept me in the game. So, and now it's, pulled back 10 points before that bounce. Actually, 15 points before that bounce, a little bit of a bounce back up. Now, if it comes back up here, this might be where we take the long. Pull back to the EMA. I'm sorry, SMA. And the EMA, actually. Didn't even realize that there. We have both the EMA and the SMA here. It's kind of, and it's riding both of those lines. Copper. There's that bounce on copper. Now this we'll keep an eye here on copper. This is looks like a pattern that it's going to come down. Got below the SMA. See how the SMA is straightening out. The bands are straightening out. So this could come down and do a curve down. The short signal did go away. Ideally, we want to get below this blue EMA line. There's the short signal again. The EMA line is about 5 ticks. So let's see if it can get below there. And we'll bring up a copper chart and be ready. See, there's the bounce back up. Copper. Nasdaq's continuing to kind of be sideways here now. Previous high on the Nasdaq, recent high, is at 14,828. Could also be a possible entry if it gets back above where it topped out here, but this looks like it could be a bounce. I want to thank everyone for joining me this morning. Hopefully Comcast allows me to stay. Please feel free to say hello in the chat. If you have questions or comments or statements or insults, feel free. I think we have a unemployment report coming out here in a couple minutes. So be wary of that as well. Not sure. I should check the calendar real quick. Crude. Trying to send a buy signal there. Wait to see if it bounces off those bands. Let me check that calendar real quick. February 3rd. Yep. Jobless claims coming out. 10 a.m. Eastern, we have an ISM non-manufacturing report coming out, as well as factory orders. So at 10 a.m. we could see a little bit of a movement too. Sorry, didn't mean to yawn in your ear. Copper sending a buy signal here. Looks like that was a pullback and it wants to continue up. Kind of like here. I had a copper chart ready, didn't I? I've got to stop hesitating because that just popped up 7 ticks. I gotta stop hesitating. Gotta just do it, Duke. Yeah, see that? That just popped up 9, 10 ticks. I hesitated, and he who hesitates is lost. Pull back here. Now, they, went up, what? It went up 12 ticks. That would nice. Now, I normally shoot for 16. We'll see if it goes that 16 and see if it really rubs it in. So NASDAQ ended up coming in. It did bounce. It's trying to get above that recent high there. Morning, Jay. Long time no see. So copper, we see heading upwards here. It's running into a resistance line. I actually put that out last night where it was staying in this range. Actually, it stayed in this range here. That was during the Europe session, but it also was staying in that range here for the longest time while I was on stream last night. Just pulled back there, but it would have reached the 16 ticks we've been looking for. So I should have grabbed that, and I did not. So the jobless report did not really move the markets any, which it usually doesn't really, but sometimes it can. Yeah, it's been a long time, Jay. Have you seen the trade's new account type? I'm eating? No, why? If I eat, I mute. Is my mic making some sort of weird sound? No? It's... I wouldn't even... I'm not even sure if the mic has the ability to do that. Does it still sound weird or whatever? I did turn the mic down a little bit because people were complaining that they could hear me breathing. And that one video I did that wasn't a live stream, I noted when I was listening to it, I noticed I could hear me breathing. So I'm trying to cut out the breathing sounds some, because I know that can be annoying. So we're just kind of ranging right now on the indices. And honestly, this gold chart looks ugly as heck. We've been in this range now for almost 2 hours. Natural gas continues to come down and smack me in the face for not listening to myself and going short at the beginning of the day. Okay. Well, I have been thinking about trying background music again. I did try it way back toward the beginning. Tried adding background music. and like somebody complained like right off the bat, but he's disappeared. I don't ever see him on the stream anymore, so maybe I should try that again. Do you think it is better to have some kind of, background that's not just, yeah, someone else said a week or two ago that uh if I'm not talking you can't tell that I'm actually live or actually, so maybe I need to come up with some solution there that isn't just me breathing. Don't want to come off like an obscene streamer. NQ sending us a short signal. I like the looks of it, I think. So we're gonna try it because I'm bored. Never a good reason, but hey. Oh, went away right at the end. Pop back up on the new candle. Still small candles for NQ. Usually pushing down. Gold's at the top of that range, trying to burst out. Just did. Big move up there on gold. A big 12 tick candle. Bigger, two-point candle now. Not sure what just prompted that. Platinum doing the same, it looks like. Did finally get that short signal there on NQ, and now it's going green. See if have an NQ chart up here. See if it pushes back down. Yeah, it seems like this mic on this headset that I got at Christmas seems like it's filters out background noise better than the last one I had. Over the weekend, I'll play with adding some background music. NQ's really not going anywhere. I guess I should blow that up a little bit better so you can see the price action. Sent that short signal, but it's been sideways since. I'm here waiting on it to see if it wants to come down. We're taking it there. I like that momentum. So we're in on three micros. First trade of the morning. Did take trades last night on stream. Down $47. Oh yeah. That's looking nice. UltraBond also trying to head down here. Cool. So how much do you hear me breathing? Because that I got that complaint a couple of times. Well, I mean, I complained about it myself when I listened to myself. But someone laid a nice insult on me last week, and then I banned them. Uh, pull back here. Looks like we might be bouncing back up. I should have taken it when it was at 60. Yeah, Jay, the guy said I should go take a walk. He can hear me breathing. Oh, there we go. Now we have a nice move down. Okay, stop just moved to break even. We're up $100 on this trade. Stop's trailing. Trailing. Stop is trailing. There we go. Now we're moving. Although where it's at is possibly exhausting here. Lots of alerts coming in here. Seeing this bounce. Pushing back down. Come on, sellers. Come on in. You know you want to sell this big NASDAQ. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Come on. 5 more points is all I want. 5. Come on. Some. Ah. You're going to tell me you're going to not give me that last few points? Come on. You know you wanna. You know you wanna. There we go. Maybe. Oh, come on. You just came within like 1 point of my target. There we go. Now we're moving. We took profit on 2. The other one's trailing. See how much more we can get out of this. It's trailing by about 5 points. I mean, it's a total 10-point trail, but it's hanging right around 5 points right now. Let's see if we can get any more push down. Nope. Okay, we stopped out there. So, that was an excellent trade. Deserves a cha-ching. Looks like, once again, that trailing stop might have taken me out too soon. You see, it's still trying to head down. But let's look at profit, 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 profit. Now up $118 on the day. Was down 47. So 118 and 47. Oh, yeah, look at that big move down now. So, yeah. I gotta still figure out if I want to keep that last trailing stop. So about $165 trade. We're up $118 for the morning. I'm actually kind of proud of myself on that trade because, you know, I waited here, waited for this pullback. Now that I just gotten in there, I actually would have got 10 more points. So maybe I shouldn't be so proud of myself. I would have got 8 more points out of it. And it's still going now, so that trailing stop, I got to work on that. I just don't want to give too much back. But in this case, I've already cost myself... Wow, I've already cost myself 25 more points. Thanks, Linux. So I'm happy with the trade, very happy with the trade, but unhappy that I could have got a bunch more out of that. I also got to get better at looking at other possibilities while I have a trade going, because see this big move down here on copper. Have been a possible nice signal. Gold is still, look at that ugly looking gold chart. It's above that range that I, put the white lines for, but still an ugly looking chart. So actually, Nasdaq's at a new low of the day, as is the ES. And let's see if I'm right about this. We see here on the 5-minute chart, it's still heading down. It's well below the Bollinger Band on the RSI. I'm expecting a reversal here. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, looky there. Maybe not looky there. Let's see what it does. I still think there's something to these reversal plays that I've been, looking at. Like here, you saw it just tickle the Bollinger and it popped down 21 points. Huh? So far this that would have been hurting. So okay, maybe not. Yeah, it's going down another 15 points. Up there it is. It's looking like it's trying to reverse now. We can watch it on the 1-minute chart. Well, here's the 1-minute chart. So you can see it was well below. Wow. On the 1-minute chart, it fell all the way down into the single digits on the RSI. No, into the teens in the RSI. But it's trying to pop up. Hello, aces. Yeah, you're right. That's why I have no confidence. But what I've been working on, I wasn't going to take the trade there. But what I've been working on is watching for the first like green candle and a legitimate green candle, not like that doji there, but a legitimate green candle, because then usually you get a couple green candles in a row. But yeah, definitely I've not been playing reversals yet. It's still been just a concept that I've been watching. So now we'll look for our next good trade. Nasdaq's starting to level out here now. Big move down, you do see some consolidation maybe. Could still be heading down. We are about 36 minutes from the bell. Bitcoin sideways. Huh? Euro, like whatever was causing the Nasdaq to go down, the euro popped up big time. Gold is right in the middle of its range now. Popping up, that's just, it's ugly no matter which 5 minute or 1 minute. What did I do here? Okay, right, I see. UltraBond actually made a new daily low. Crude's about mid-range, and natural gas continues to taunt me that I did not take the short at the beginning of the day like I told myself. Canadian futures trader started the trader career path yesterday. He's already up $1,000. Looks like he went short on the UltraBond. Captured this move going down today. Nasdaq is continuing to head down. Hmm. Yeah, it did seem to come out suddenly, so I don't know. Unless it was, I mean, unless it was some sort of delayed reaction to the unemployment. I didn't look and see what the unemployment was. But yeah, I mean, I know we can have the market can react to world events like that. Crude. Did Crude do anything? Crude really didn't do anything on it though. Usually Crude spikes on Middle Eastern stuff. Maybe go check out Twitter and see what the unemployment was. Oh, good. So everything looking good. It did seem rather. We were in a kind of a down move for a bit, but we were seeing these pullbacks. And it was just kind of grinding, and all of a sudden, whoosh. I need more sound effects instead of making my own that in my own mouth. I need to add a whoosh sound effect and a bell and a couple other things. Increase the entertainment value of the stream. Still coming down. So yeah, definitely would have been bad to try and play that reversal. And honestly, anytime you see a big move like that, you should not play the reversal aces, right? I like it better when it's kind of grinding slowly up and exhausts. And thank you for checking on that for me, Linux. So we're at the 9 o'clock hour. 30 minutes to the bell. Overall, nothing popping right at the top of the hour. Morning, Ace. How are you doing? Well, looks like the indices are still continuing to head down. Short does seem to be the special of the day right now. Crude. So crude's grinding upwards. Off that buy signal, we're up 40 points, 50 points actually. Didn't take it there. I would not have taken it there because I would have expected the pullback. But once it bounced off here, this is where I should have got in. And I didn't. That would have been the good play. So this is interesting. You know, I was just commenting on the Earn a Trade Discord about how my Twitch viewership has died lately, averaging like one viewer over on Twitch. And now this morning I have 5, which is awesome. It's actually outdoing YouTube this morning. So I do thank everyone for joining me. If you're on Twitch and you haven't followed, I would appreciate the follow. And heck, if you have an Amazon Prime subscription to give out, I'd love for you to subscribe. And Crude's continuing to head up. And if you're on YouTube, I would appreciate a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. I seem to have at least 2 haters now, as last night's stream got 2 downvotes. In case you missed me from earlier this week, I did have to cancel Monday and Tuesday's stream because of a billing snafu with Earn the Trade, and I didn't think you just wanted to watch me paper trade on TradingView. Hey Walt, how you doing, man? Doing all right? UltraBond is doing what? UltraBond continuing to also bleed out. Yeah, I did. That was dramatic. NQ took a huge hit with Facebook, PayPal, and Spotify. For those of you who might not be aware, this is what Walt's talking about. As we turn back time. Boom. 1 minute candle down 122 points. And it was a full move of like almost 250 points, I believe, from 092 down to 829. So, oh yeah, over 250 points within 10 minutes, and it never really recovered. It's been, you can see here, it's been trying to come up a little bit, but we're still well down. There's a pop up there on NQ finally. We're kind of in a bit of a holding pattern here. It seems like NQ is trying to bounce here now. Finally came down. You see the bounce here. Up 20 points on this 5-minute candle. buy signal and NQ, NES. I have a trouble. Yeah, I speak well. I have trouble taking a buy signal like that after a long downtrend. Good chances it's going to bounce down here. Could be a pullback on the downtrend, so we'll wait and see. Top up with a buy signal. Try to come back up after that big whoosh down for it. We're about 20 minutes from the bell. I'll do another reminder about what I have planned coming up here. If I can find it, there it is. Yeah, Earn a Trade has a new type of account called the Trader Career Path, which allows you to continue scaling up your account from starting off with 25K up to 200K, and then if you really are good at the 200K level, you could even get a custom offer from the prop firm. I will be starting the Trader Career Path on February 14th, and I will be trading in that account only on stream, so you can follow my progress. I'll have a few people that might want to join me on the Trader Career Path as we work a very slow and steady path, starting with micros, from the 25K evaluation to the 25K funded account, to the 50K, the 100K, the 200K. Or you can just watch. Each day I'll try to do a quick synopsis video as well of how I did that day, time permitting. But the Trader Career Path is something totally new in the industry, and I think it's really pretty cool. You're not stuck in that first whatever account size you decided to try, or having to start over on a new account. You can continue to progress up, and so we're going to give that a try starting February 14th, and only trading that account when I'm on stream. No, let me say this again. Duh. I'll only trade that account on stream. So, like, I won't trade it if I'm not live. I'll still be trading my other, the current account that I have also, but I'm going to stick to just MNQ and MES to start with on the Trader Career Path. So, something to follow along if you want to. Join me each day as I trade that Trader Career Path. Maybe get your own and trade with me. So NASDAQ, like I said, here's that buy signal. Did pull back about 7 points, maybe more here. Now it's sideways. So now if we see that it's trying to head back up now after there's a little bit of a, sideways action. We have 64 points before that 200 period EMA. Everything's I'm still mad at myself about not taking that natural gas short at the beginning of the day yesterday. That I'm back. UltraBond. Trying to send a buy signal, but it's coming up on its very strong downtrending SMA. So we'll probably bounce in there. Bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Bouncity bounce, bouncity bounce. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still not awake. So right now we're sitting up $118 on the day. One trade this morning for $165, which wiped out my bad trade from last night, which was just a $50 loss on gold. I had a $3.50 win on MNQ last night as well. So Walt, how's your trading been the last couple of days? So yeah, we're consolidating right now. After that big move down, the market seems to be taking a breath. What's the profit target on Pro? Cool. And I forget, what happens when you pass Pro? Do you go to regular live account. I don't remember how Top Step works. Oh, got a short here on copper. Previous low was 444.85. It's flirting there with it. We'll watch this go without me. It's already 5 ticks. Again, I hesitated only because we're close to the bell. I don't like to take trades close to the bell, though the bell doesn't really affect copper a lot. So we'll see. Okay, that's right. Awesome. You'll get there, slowly but sure. So, not sure what to think as we head into the open here. 10 minutes to go, or 9 minutes to go. Eh, Overall, big picture, 5-minute chart. Now, slightly down. Downside here, definitely a downtrend right now. Sideways action since the big downtrend. Interested to see if it bounces here. It's been coming down since Europe opened. You can see the high of the day was exactly when the Europe market opened. We'll see if the U.S. continues that trend. And again, this is my big mistake of the day. Natural gas. Yesterday, look, here's the daily chart. Again, well up into the third band on the daily chart. Well above the third band, then the 70 line on the RSI. I said yesterday this is going to come down and come down hard because it always does when it does this. And this is down almost $7,000 a contract. I could have just went short at the open and been good and been done for the day because I can only make 1,250 in a day on the gauntlet for the consistency rule and earn to trade. This has been an excellent, but once I'm funded, this has been an amazing trade to take. But had the guts to go with 3 contracts on that, you're up, $20,000. But even if it's 1 contract, 7,000. And you can see here, just on the 5-minute chart, if I just waited for this little bit here, because usually you have a little bit of an uptick right at the start and then it comes down. As soon as it fell under the SMA, jumped in right there. I could have just rode this all the way, or till I hit my profit target. So live and learn. Now, granted, if I had done that, then I would have had to like sim trade on stream because I would have been at my profit target. Gold's coming down. Copper coming down. So the metals. Silver made a big move down. So waiting for the bell. About 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes. See which way we go. Up or down? Probably both. Gold's sending me a short signal here. And I have breakfast. So while we watch the charts here, I'm going to mute so you don't hear me chewing. Although there was a couple of people that said about wanting to hear background noise. And if you want to hear me chew, we could do a trading while chewing. But I'm going to mute for a couple minutes and eat. If anything happens exciting, I'll unmute, spit out whatever's in my mouth, and talk about it. I won't talk about whatever's in my mouth. Well, that's eggs and sausage. About 2.5 minutes to the bell. We're seeing NASDAQ and Q here this tight with this small of candles heading into the open. Be interesting to see what happens, what kind of explosion awaits. Less than 1 minute to the bell. I'll move over to the 5 and 1 minute charts for the ES and the NQ. And we'll watch to see how they react to the open. 10 seconds. There we go. Bing, ding, 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 ding. Agriculture popping up right away. So right now, nothing exciting. There we go. So 15 points down, 17 on the NQ. See very tight Bollinger Bands on the 1 minute chart. Short signal NQ on the 1 minute. Not trusting that. Went away anyway. So far this isn't real exciting. Oh, there's a bounce up to green. Now we went from down 15 points to up 20 points. Big move up here, 26. And a pullback right away. So it broke the bands on both sides. Down and up. Still not really breaking out of that range of the bands. Undecisive so far. Doji candle basically on the 5 minute chart. Green. Bulls and bears fighting here. We're up 22, 28 now. Looks like we're trying to get some green momentum. Oh, pushed right back down. In case anyone was wondering, I'm done with breakfast. Up 32 points now. Coming up to the SMA on the 5 minute chart. Be interested to see if we can break through there. It's well into the Bollinger Band on the 1 minute chart. Yep, pull back. So right now for the NQ and the ES, this is a pretty muted open. I mean, ES is only up a quarter of a point. Nasdaq's up, I mean, it's up 27 points, but that's pretty muted. Let's check what everything else is doing. Gold bounced up after coming down here. That would have been a good signal, by the way. Copper sideways. UltraBond kind of sideways. Crude still continuing to head up. Natural gas is trying to bounce. Russell's heading down. I think we're heading down though. Let's go back here. So we're red on the ES since the open, green on the NQ. A little bit of a divergence there when usually they run together. So if you look at the 5 minute chart, you can see ES actually came down a little bit harder than the NQ did on that move earlier. Big drop there on NQ again. So we're only up 18 points now on the first 5 minutes. ES actually sending a short signal now. This big candle down. 10-point candle down. Yep, there's the sell-off. So now this candle is down 40 points on NQ. And we're at almost a complete doji candle on the 5 minute candle that's about to close in 15 seconds. Since the open, NQ's moved 4 points, 2 points. I mean, it's moved a lot. It's gone up 40 points and down 27. So this is why I hate playing the open, and that's why I haven't touched anything yet. EST actually made a new low of the day. NQ's kind of just hanging at its low of the day. Copper. What's copper telling me? Copper shows in a buy signal, but it's still back in this range that it keeps wanting to come back into. A big strong move here on the NASDAQ now. Huge candle. That's a 50-point candle. Bouncing off the 200 period EMA on the 1 minute. It is through the SMA on the 5. But yep, bouncing. It went well above the Bollinger Bands, trying to bounce back down. Came down 9 points, but now continuing to head upwards. So strong move up. ES, strong move up as well. I wonder if anyone needs a play-by-play announcer for trade movement. It looks like NASDAQ's trying to head up. Nothing real exciting. I mean, this has a muted feel. Like it's just. I mean, obviously it's gone up some since the open. This is a nice 50 point candle. It just doesn't. I feel like it's gonna come crashing back down. I don't know. I could be wrong. Anybody out there take any trades? Oh, yeah, there's a bigger move. So this 5 minute candle is now up 71 points. So kind of lulled me to sleep watching it go up. It's almost regained everything I lost in that big move down earlier. And just like that, it's closer to its high than its low of the day. Although it is just about mid-range again. Well, things will probably settle out here a bit now. 10 minutes after the open, we'll start watching for signals again. Copper sideways, gold's coming down. Treasury bonds continue to come down. NASDAQ continues to head up. S&P. That was a very strong candle there on the NQ on a 5-minute, 84 points. Let's see here. So we sit and wait. HO and RB giving me signals. I haven't started trading those yet, but I am watching them. I really like the way things range on RB and HO overnight, and that's they're big moves. So that's why I've been watching them. What's I didn't look at agriculture. So let's see. Ooh, so agriculture really liked the open. Those have been some nice candles to take. But I was focused elsewhere. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I am back up in the back. Let's see here. So we see a pullback here, somewhat, 20 points or so. Copper took off. Sent us this buy signal here is in the bands. Pulled back enough that it would have actually hit profit target, and then went. Natural gas popping up. Crude doing a nice pop up here. Good for people that are long on crude, bad for people that need gas. Y'all got very quiet. Are you all trading or are you all... Oh, big move down here on gold. That was a 3-point move down. So, you know, obviously you saw this short signal here on gold. You then saw 4 green candles after it. Let's see if that would have stopped me out or if wow, big move down. All of a sudden, big sell off on gold. So if I was running a 1 point, oops, I went the wrong way anyway. Move. 1 point stop would not have stopped me out. Would have easily reached profit target. It's gone now. Whoa. All those alerts. You know, it's gone 7 points or more bouncing here, but I wonder what just caused that sell-off. See silver making the same move. Wrong charts. Silver has made that. Wow, look at that. Just totally making new daily lows on gold. I can't even move the yellow line fast enough. That was a $500 5-minute candle there. We're gonna bounce at the end of this 5-minute candle. No, I'm not taking it, but we'll see if I'm right. Look at that. Just for 2 straight. So in those 2 minutes, it went down $900. And EGQ and ES was trying to get back all of its gains since the open. So we had this big move up, and now, I mean, it just 42 points down, 20 points down. So it's trying to give back all the gains. It's like someone just, all the buyers left, all the sellers came in, like bulls in a china shop. I guess bears in a china shop, actually. So I want to thank everyone for joining me this morning. Hopefully we'll get another good trade here on the thing. See here the S&P actually, so we're still getting short signals now. I just don't know. I hesitate when it's coming down this hard. Reversal of what we just saw. Is it really going to give back everything? Obviously, maybe I shouldn't be hesitating. I should just be taking. See here on the 1-minute copper chart, I should have taken that. I just don't. And the bonds, so the bonds like the chaos, they're going up. ES would have given me 2 points. So it's kind of showing some reversal this now. Even crude, everything besides the bonds are right now. Gotta sneeze. Okay, sneeze done. So why didn't I take that copper trade? Or why didn't I take this trade? And you can see this one actually didn't work out. I mean, it went down 14 points, but and maybe it still might continue down. I don't like it when you see a move like this where it comes up now at the top. This would have been right here would have been the great entry candle after it broke the band here, confirmation candle here, and entering here. Catch this move coming down. That would have been excellent. I didn't take it here because first of all we were right here. There's 200 EMA. Now obviously this is a strong move down, and this is gonna be my miss of the day, I think. But you know, you had this basically. You know, this area right here was resistant or support. You can see here it came down a couple of times. So usually, you come up like this, it doesn't give back the whole move that quickly. So I hesitated. He who hesitates doesn't get $200 win on copper. So now we wait. Gold's kind of leveled out. So that was a 5-minute candle there on copper. Came down almost $700 a contract. Euro continues to like what it sees coming up. Bonds didn't like what I mean, it was a pop up there, but now they're sideways again. UltraBond. Uh, UltraBond. The circle went away, but now it's like seems to be really delayed. UltraBond now sending a short signal. So, question is, was that just a pullback there on the? You know, it's been coming down hard, been doing these interesting pullbacks, so we'll see whether or not the UltraBond stays. The signal went away here, so we'll see if it gets down below. Corn, that was a nice short signal to take. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin still around. Bitcoin's sideways. Copper was definitely my big miss of the day there. So I'm up $118 on the day, so I'm not upset. Copper is below the Bollinger Band on the RSI. It seems to be bending these bands down, so we'll see. Continuing to move downward. Ouch. Excuse me 1 second while I scratch my back. Okay. So copper's continuing to come down. So it's really, really rubbing it in. You can see here, oops, that's NASDAQ. I guess NASDAQ's kind of rubbing it in too. They didn't take that short, but it was, yeah. Here's Nazi. I'm sorry, here's copper. Get my assets mixed up. You don't want to do that. You don't want to ever get your assets mixed up. So I normally run an 8-tick stop. That would have been good. And obviously, I normally run 16 ticks. Would have been right there. If I could have gotten one in there and trailed it, when this is gone 45 ticks so far. So yeah, definitely the big miss of the day. Even bigger than that gold miss. I mean, because gold before it went down, you can see it was iffy. But I needed to start taking more signals and taking the chance. I mean, a 1 point stop would have been just $100 loss, and you know there was potential there for $1,200 gain. Nasdaq continuing to head down here. We see that we have a curling down SMA line now. And if it gets back below this recent low here of 699, we might be interested. That is 25 points away, but it's sideways right now. It's, want to wait to see it show momentum. When I got that winning trade earlier at the start of this, I waited as well. I didn't get in here, which obviously would have worked either way, but pulled back. I saw the momentum starting down this candle, and I jumped in. But I am liking it. Now, this isn't my... So you see there's the resistance line. We're getting close. We also have the bands kind of, starting to close up as well. All these different factors to try and figure out. See, it just bounced up the same area. Low, like I said earlier, 699. It just hit 689. So it bounced quick. 11. This candle's from 11 to 89. That would have been a nice little move catch. This is where it bounces, though. Okay, I'm in on this NASDAQ. Hold on, actually, there's my chart. Tried to grab it as it was showing momentum, but I made a mistake and I forgot to pay attention to this 200 EMA that we could very well bounce on. And yep, I bounced off that EMA and took the loss. So this wiped out half my gains, or like 3/4 of my gains. That was a unforced error on my part, 100%. Yeah, the plan should have been to wait until it got below that EMA, which it still might. You see, it's still trying, but here's another bounce back up. So that was a big mistake. I hate it when if something just reverses and stops me out because that's just what happened. I'm okay with that, but when I make a mistake that was avoidable, I hate that, and that bothers me to no end. So instead of being up $118, we're up $26.50. Still green on the day, but disappointment. Let's try to come down again. We'll continue to watch, but we are sideways here. Gold, copper, treasuries. Crude came down nicely. It's kind of sideways. Everything's kind of sideways now. Russell's continuing to try and head down as well. Just past the 10 o'clock hour. Stream for another 30 minutes to 60 minutes, depending on if there's any action. Yeah, big reversal there. Basically bounced off that 200 EMA. But what's interesting, okay, we have a buy signal here on gold, but we're not going to take that there. But what's interesting is, like as NQ and ES do follow each other, and the 200 EMA on the S&P is actually above price action. So there was nothing that really caused that bounce other than the fact that the Bollinger Bands were tightening. Oh, wait, that's not the 200 EMA. So wait, the 200 EMA is that was a 50 EMA. I forgot do I have two EMAs on here? Oh no, that's okay, that's not an EMA. Never mind. Maybe it is. Oh, that's not. Never mind. That's a resistance point. Okay, I need to change the color of these lines because it's confused me. So we are below the 200 EMA. So it didn't bounce off the 200 EMA. It bounced off a resistance point from back here, which I should have been paying attention to as well. Or support, whatever. So everything I just said in the last 5 minutes was wrong. That's why you shouldn't listen to random streamers on the net. You never can tell accuracy. So we got a buy signal here on the NASDAQ. This is a 29-point candle. I don't know about it. It went away. So are we gonna get momentum up? Now we're right. Now we are at the 200 EMA. Previous high of this move was 799. We're at 755, so it's got room. See if we're ranging here or not. There's the pullback. Way too many lines on that gold chart. We'll get rid of that. 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 Get rid of all these support and resistance lines as well. I hate messy charts. ES, okay, so we did bounce here. ES is trying to send us a signal? Yeah. I like that better now than, well, I don't know. Thank you. Seems kind of wishy-washy here. Gold? No, that gold signal might be good too. Let's take that gold signal. If it stays. D, 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 D. Boop. There we go. There's a gold chart. Ooh, flush down there on the NASDAQ. 19 points down. About 21 seconds to go on this 1 minute candle on gold. It's not a really convincing buy can. There's the signal went away. So we'll see if it comes back. It does. It's not real convincing though. It's gone again. We'll see if it comes back on the next candle. Put the chart to the side. And once again, I want to thank everyone for joining me this morning. Like I said, we'll probably stream anywhere between the next 20 minutes to up to an hour. If anything exciting happens, we'll continue. If you're here from YouTube, I would appreciate you hit that thumbs up. Helps the YouTube algorithm. There's gold still trying, but gold is sideways. So we're gonna wait for a more strong move here. NQ back up, trying to again send this buy signal. Up, we got the buy signal there on gold. But again, it's reversing. So we're kind of waiting, because we did get the buy signal here on gold, waiting to see if it actually continues to head up though. I think it wants to. Yeah, we're gonna. Ah. Ah. I hate that. So instead of marketing in, I hit a limit order, forgot that I started the limit order early. I just cost myself again. That would have hit my profit target within 10 seconds. And I don't like the chase. Okay, I gotta stop making these stupid mistakes. Oh, we'll watch and wait. And now we have a buy signal there on NQ. The question is, do we want to trust it? Let's get past this resistance here, this red line, which is also, we're at the 200 EMA now, and this time I'm sure it's 200 EMA. And you see it pull back again. It's definitely wishy-washy. Gold's going sideways after that big quick move up. Nasdaq's definitely not sure what it wants to do here, and I'm staying out. I mean, all these candles, these would have been great wins if you would have known that that was the direction they were going to go. Copper's sideways since its big move down. UltraBond's kind of choppy. S&P doing that exact same movements. Crude sideways. Would like to find one more good trade. So, well, NQ and ES is trying once again. Except, we'll get an NQ chart ready. Want to see it get above 761. Up, we just broke it. Let's see if we stay above it for this close of this candle, and if it does, we'll get in. Time we'll mark it in. Here for this pullback. Okay, we're in. Oops. Chart. Big move, strong move there. There we go. Come on. Continue showing me some strength here. Hoping for another 30-point candle, but it's showing weakness at around 783. Checking. It's looking for 799, really. Let's see if it can get there. I don't like that red candle. There we go. Okay, moving up. Oh, come on. There we go. Again, 85, 83 is where it's kind of petering out. Pulling back. That's not a good sign. Oh, there we go. There we go. Stop losses moved to break even and trailing. I'm going to move our profit target just down a bit. See if we can get that to hit the profit target. It's pulling back here now. We might end up getting stopped out just above break even. Yep, that's what's going to happen. Yep, took us out just above break even. That sucks. We'll actually come back up now. Yep. Wow. Oh, we got $6 off of that trade. And it's now back up where I'll be up $100. Damn it. And there it's going. Still going. So 2 bar pullback. I don't know if I should. I don't like to like take $100 winner that came all the way back to be end up being a loser. But this one would have got me the 30 points I was looking for. Yep. So as you see, it goes up now, continuing to head up. I gotta evaluate over the weekend whether I want to continue to trail stops or move stops to break even. And I got in at 66. Yeah, that was a whole 1 point win, by the way. 1 point. Not even sure that paid for commission. So I got in at 66. ES. What's ES telling me? I got in at 66. It's now up to 23, so it's up almost 60 points now. It pulled back down to 64. So when it came up, came back down, I would have been 2 points less. Let's look at this. Let's look at different strategies on stops. On this one, I got this buy signal here, so I got in here. Now this was a big 30-point candle. The best idea would be to use a stop either at this candle, the bottom of this candle, or at the SMA line, or even there were multiple areas I could have put a stop at. I could have moved the stop up to the prior resistance support area, or even the 200 EMA, and it would have kept me in that trade. Or just not moving the stop at all and keeping the 15-point stop would have kept me in that trade. But if this had pulled back and all the way down, instead of a 1-point win, I could have taken a 15-point loss. I'm going to have to evaluate my stops this weekend and see if maybe I want to change to where I don't trail the stop until it hits the profit target. I think I have it where it starts trailing, or it goes to break even at it. At 80. So when it hits 20 points in the profit, it starts trailing. We may need to change that to 25. I don't want to have to, if I see it goes 25 points, it's $50 per contract. So in 3 contracts, that's 150. I don't want that to turn into a loser. So, of course, I could say that if instead of messing with the micros, if I just did a regular NQ, I could have took a 20-point win there on the first candle for $400 and never messed with it. So, more stuff to evaluate this weekend. This is why I spend 10 hours a weekend looking at charts. Y'all are like my therapists. So I'm not sure why no one's talking. That's what happens when no one chats. I start rambling. So we do see a pullback now. This is a 40-point pullback. This was another good copper signal. So me and copper are going to have to start getting intimate again. If it was choppy earlier. It's been sending good signals again. It's interesting, that same move on the NASDAQ from here, the Russell didn't have the pullback. Here's that move on the Russell. Feels like no big pullback. From 2011 up to 2025, so that's 14 points. That's $700 on a regular contract. So if I'd done 3 micros, I have a $210 move. It's weird though. That 1 point win on Nasdaq will go toward my win rate. So, you know, 2 for 3 today, 1 for 1 last night, 1 for 2 last night. So I'm 3 for 5. So I got a 60% win rate today. 60% win rate, but only up $32. Treasury sending me a short signal in uptrending bands. Russell. UltraBond again sending a short signal. And this is kind of interesting because those bands are bending now. It's kind of teasing it. Keep watching on it. There's a short signal again. And it's hesitating. We see Nasdaq pop back up. It's above its previous high there. UV trying. Let's bring up an UltraBond chart. Yes. Guess we can go big or go home. I can't find an UltraBond chart, huh? Tell me I don't have a UV chart. Okay. So we will make a UltraBond chart. What is the Okay, why does Ninja Trader's chart so much different than confused? So try to figure out this conundrum here, guys. If you look at my UltraBond chart on TradingView, it looks different than the chart I'm seeing on Ninja Trader, and I don't know why, because it's the same exact. I mean, it's showing the same price. But the candles all look different. For one thing, it's off. Time's off. Taking a short here, I think. We're failed on the UltraBond. Hopefully this isn't a mistake, because this is a weird conundrum with this chart. Uh, the, yeah, I just totally screwed up as well using the wrong parameters. Minute 12. I want to stop at 15. Thank you. Trying to head back up. Just stopped out on that. So now we're down for the day. That was a Still don't know why that chart's looking like that. That makes sense. Skipped a whole hour. Yep, reversed on me. So we're down for the day now. So totally wiped out my gains. Damn it. Down 92.50. Which means it took me out on a 4-point stop instead of a 3. Thank you, slippage. Oh, UltraBond did take that point to the reverse. I don't regret entering the trade there. Just didn't work out. NASDAQ looks like it's trying to come down. Gold continues to head back up. You can see the interesting world of gold here. Made that huge move down and bounced back up, and it's almost above that spot where the down move started. Silver doing the same. NQ toward the top of its range now. ES the same, though bouncing off the 200 EMA. Copper regained everything it's lost on that big move down. UltraBond staying right near its low of its range. Crude. And natty gas.
Consolidating here on the indices, slightly upward trend. NQ though, oh. NQ and ES look kind of different here. Guess we'll try an NQ. We're gonna wait. Not gonna do that again. We're right at the 200 EMA. There's a bounce. Turn EMA. Right around 64. That's exactly where we're at now. We're going to wait for that to clear. We'll want the candle to close below it. 200 EMA's value right now is 1470, 763. See how it's keeps hitting it and keeps kind of bouncing. Low of this candle's at 62, sitting at 66 right now. Okay, there we go. Just strong move down. They'll take a market order here if it stays below. There we go. We're in. What we're hoping here now is that the 200 EMA acts as a resistance area and continues pushing us down. New 1 minute candle. UltraBond popping up there. Got some momentum downward. Okay, once again that stops moving on me. Let's see if it hits our profit target this time. Big pullback. Mainly moving the stop back to break even. Oh, don't pull all the way back. Wow. Come on, don't do this. Come on back down. Wow. Well, maybe. Maybe we got some hope here. There we go. That's where I like to see it go. Yeah. Love when I see green go to red when I'm short. That's what I wanted to see. There we go. Come on. There we go. Come on. A couple more points. There we go. That's what I was looking for. We cashed out on 2, still in on 1. The 1-minute candle. Let's see. It's like, okay, we've got knocked out with the trailing stop. So that was a cha-ching. We're back up to 61.50 on the day. So now we're back to green. That was down 93 and up 61, so it's about $150 win. So, yeah, decent day. Obviously, I shouldn't. If I hadn't taken that UB trade, we'll be up over 200 now today. So that, or no, we'll be up almost 200. So that was my biggest mistake. But other than that, we've been mostly trading MNQ so far today. I lost track of the wins and losses. I'll have to figure it out then. And we got out at the right time. Do you see this big 18-point reversal here? So we got our, one last good trade there, I think. I mean, we'll go to 11 o'clock. We'll see if there's anything else that's gonna grab us. I should have grabbed this UltraBond. That was a good move up. I get a little skittish after something stops me out, but that was a good clean move. It was a much cleaner move than this here that I probably shouldn't have taken because that was kind of muddled. Good reversal here on NASDAQ, so we definitely got out at the right time. So we have a 2-bar pullback here on the NASDAQ. It seems like it wants to come back down. It'll be interesting to see if it does. ES made basically that same move. No, it's interesting is ES never sent a short signal like the NASDAQ did. NASDAQ sent a short signal in the 944 candle. 944 candle or 1044 Eastern. It's right here. Blow that up. It's right here. And the ATR line, it flirted with it right here, which is basically, where I hit profit target on NQ. And that's where it bounced up. So that's kind of interesting. What did the Russell do? Let's look. The Russell sent us a short signal way back here. Good morning, Christopher. How are you today? Russell's sending a buy signal now. So let's see here. Watching this Russell, seeing if this is going to mean the other indices are popping up. Oh yeah, now I see what you mean by it sounds like I have a push to talk mic. That's weird. What if I accidentally set hit a setting? Maybe I should have read the instruction booklet on this headset before I started using it. I'll put that on the agenda for today. So the indices are continuing to go up. We're watching this for the next couple minutes. Probably gonna kill the stream here real shortly. One more reminder before I go. Earn a Trade has a new type of an account called the Trader Career Path. And I'm going to start trading it coming next Monday, February 14th. I will trade that account only on live stream. I will not trade it if I am not currently broadcasting. So you'll be able to watch my progress every trade by tuning into the streams. I'll also try to, if I have the time each day, do a quick synopsis video of that day. I will try to go from the 25K eval and move up throughout the 200K account. Love if you all would decide to join me. Any of you decide we can trade together on stream. Maybe help each other out with trade ideas, etc. Want to join me, of course? You know, they have the introductory price of $75 to start the trader career path this month. Links down in the video description below. You can just watch my progress each stream, see how I do as I try to move up from a 25k eval to a funded account to a 50k account to a 100k account to a 200k account, etc. So definitely start looking for that February 14th. Again, we'd love to have you join me, whether you decide to trade a trader career path account or just watch as I do. So we see another move down here on the indices. Short signal there on ES. Previous low this move was 45.18 on ES. On NASDAQ, see it's right about at that resistance point. There we go for one more trade. There we go for one more trade. See what it does here. We'll stream a couple extra minutes. Remember, YouTubers, please hit that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. I really appreciate it. Subscribe, give me a subscription if you haven't. Crude pulling back here to its SMA. Natural gas. Those are good short signal. Really good short signal. Wow. Waiting to see whether or not we push down here. Looks like it wants to. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna go with an ES. If it gives me, gives me that short signal, it's not going to on that candle. Oh, no problem. Whatever floats your boat. I don't think you have to dislike if you just because you don't want to stay around, but that's fine. Whatever you want to do, Christopher. Karma's a wonderful thing. So we bounced here off that short signal, back up to the SMA line. So luckily we didn't get on that short signal there. Copper. I think that's a long signal. I think they're going to cut the stream there. Go out with that win and go out up. Finish the day here at 61.50 unless I trade after. We'll see. I do want to thank everyone for joining me, except for Christopher, who decided to give me a thumbs down. Next stream's tomorrow morning, non-farms payroll day. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7:30 Eastern Time. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.